Okay, we're going to look at the next part of the validation, which is checking the text box to make sure that there's a number been entered rather than a letter. So we've got to look at another predefined function, cint being one of the many predefined functions we will look at. And this one is called isNumeric. Okay, so the way you can approach things differently in programming, there's never one correct answer. If you asked another programmer to write this very simple program, they may approach it in a completely different manner. I'm not saying my methods are much better, but it's you create a style of programming, I guess, in some ways. So I'm going to look to see whether or not the text box is numeric. If it is numeric, then I want to execute the rest of this code. If it's not numeric, I want to say, you know, that it's not a number, and throw up that another message box that basically says it's an error. Okay. So if is numeric, I need to look at the text box. Now you'll see on the screen that Visual Basic has put up is numeric expression brackets as Boolean. In other words, what is numeric throws back, what the function throws back is a Boolean answer, is a true or false. So if true or if false. So is it numeric, yes or no, true or false? Okay, so if it's true, I want to execute this section of code, and if it's false, I want to void it and send up a message box. So what is it I'm looking at? Well, I'm looking at the text box text. Okay. So, oops, sorry. So if text txt number.text, in other words what's in the text box, is numeric, then I will do this. Okay, I can happily do the conversion knowing that it's a numeric value. Okay, and then right at the bottom, after I've executed all that code, if it is numeric, else it won't be numeric, so I can say message box and not a number as a slightly different error message to the message error. Okay, and I can say that that's the end of the program now, that's the end of the if statement, so end if. So there's quite a lot to take in there, and we're now beginning to do some in quotes proper programming. So if text number.text is numeric, then convert it to an integer, check it again to see if it's within the range of 1 to 9. And rather than say message box error, I'm going to write not 1 to 9 to make more sense. Else I can loop, so this else part is from this bit. This else part is associated with this if statement. Okay, so if it's numeric, convert it, check to see whether it's in range. If it's not in range, it will throw out that error message. If it is in range, it does the loop, ends the if, and this else statement here is associated with this branch in if here. Okay, and that basically just throws up a message box to say that's not a number. If we run the program, just to check it, 5 works, we'll clear that. Does X work? No, it's not a number. Okay. Does blah 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 work? No, it's not a number. Does a combination of numbers and letters work? No, it's not a number. Does 1 work? Yes. Does 10 work? No, it's not from 1 to 9. And does 0 work? No, it's not from 1 to 9. Okay, so we've done our program, and we've put quite a few tests in there to make sure that everything is functioning as we'd expect it to work. Okay, hopefully that's been helpful, and we'll get back shortly with looking at arrays and continuing with loops. Okay, thank you.